Hello, I'm back. So let's be fully transparent on this. About an hour ago, I think it was 55 minutes ago, I joined the race. It was with 3 big climbs. There was one big climb right from the start. It was like 500 meters straight ground, and then went into the climb, which lasted around 2.5 to 3 minutes. There were a mixed race with different categories, but there were maybe 14, 12, 13 something A riders. One guy, he went off right away, which is totally stupid to do, of course. You don't go off. you don't. It's totally unnecessary. If you're a good climber, it's totally unnecessary to go off on straight ground. You wait, you keep yourself in the draft, and then you go in the hill. If you're a good climber, you're gonna drop the other ones anyway. But the thing is also, if there are 3 big climbs, and there are a lot of downhill and flat ground between those climbs, you really don't have anything to gain from breaking away on the first climb, because then you're gonna ride solo for the whole race. That might not play a difference in the 2 climbs, but it's gonna play a huge difference otherwise. So it's not a smart strategy, but apparently this guy, this new Lance Armstrong, did it. I checked his profile on swiftpower.com, and he weighs 65 kilos, and he has an all-time best 5 minute of 375. And as you can see in my video that I probably will post, when I watched it, he doesn't go under 400 watts for the whole first 3.5 minutes, and he's often right above 450. So that guy must have been doing the performance of a lifetime, really. He has done almost 100 races, 375 maximum in all those 100 races. But yet in this race, I mean, yeah, he broke that. He could have broken that with like 40 or 50 watts. So yeah, big boost there. Really big boost there for that guy. And then there were 2 other guys who had a really good racing score, like C 950. They went away, and I almost caught them. I was like 10 or 15 meters behind them. And then there was one more guy following me, but I didn't quite catch them. And of course the guy following me didn't have the stamina to keep up with me. And of course all the other A riders were 200 meters behind. So I ended up all alone with one Lance Armstrong and 2 other good guys in front of me, and the rest of the field behind me. I should have quit the race right there, but I was stupid enough to chase for a little bit. So I ended up doing 5 minutes 405 watts. It's not a particularly good number, but shows you how fatigued I am, because the first 3.5 minutes of those were definitely more watts than that. So I'm not. And then of course I did tiny races yesterday, and I tried to do a threshold session that my coach had put for me, but I couldn't do that because I was too tired. So I'm really tired now. Really, really tired. But I'm gonna try this anyway. But just to be honest, I mean, I could just tell you guys, oh, this is my first race today. Never mind the first one, because it's not gonna show up on Swift Power because I quit. But I'm gonna be transparent with you. There's no fucking way I'm gonna race under those conditions. I mean, it's so incredibly unlucky. You couldn't have more unluck. There's 2 guys that are, and have in mind that I had tired legs. Fresh legs, I would have stayed with them, the two guys. Not the Lance Armstrong guy, but the other two. So they... So they were just good enough to break me. If they would have been much better, I wouldn't even have tried. But they were good enough to break me, to make me waste that energy. And then there was no one able to help me. If there was just one guy who could have kept up with me, it's like it made me waste so much energy. You couldn't have. It's almost impossible to be as unlucky as I was. Almost impossible. So now I'm gonna try this race. I mean, I am very tired. I mean, zone 2 is fine, but you know, I'm not gonna be able to do 1 minute 700 watts now. So we'll see. I'm totally pissed at my unluck. And I fucking hate racing twice, 2 days in a row. I fucking hate it because I can't do myself justice. I fucking hate it. Oh, now I forgot to switch bikes as well. Fuck. So now I have a climbing bike. And not a disc wheel. And this fucking thing... keeps me distracted. Okay. Now I'm good to go. I have not scouted this course too much. Are they going away? Yeah, they are. I will go with them. Just one guy. This feels like tiny races. I'm already blasted. That guy in front, and he's insane. I don't see how anyone is going to get dropped on this course actually. Oh, it's just feather and arrow. One guy is dropped. I'm so fucking tired. Let's rest. But I think rest won't do it. I'm not tired like that. It's residual fatigue. This is not going to do much. I mean, I have to stand up, I think. Maybe. This is kind of like resting. The automatic steering really tries to get me to the outside. These races are basically, they do give you a little bit of racing skill to keep draft and so on, but not much else. You gotta have a little bit more hills than this, otherwise people are gonna go slow. Let's hope we can shake some. Maybe. No, yeah, we did. taking a draft, man? Yeah, thanks. We're dropping them one by one. Great. Gonna go big time on that next one. Maybe the climbing bike wasn't so bad idea at all, after all. Yes, I got a draft. Close to 4 of us. 5, okay. Yes. They didn't get me. Oh, you got me. Oh. Oh. Okay. So, with tired legs, with absolutely blown out legs, still a podium. No. So, okay. That's pretty okay. Actually, I am surprised that I did have that much power, actually. First, let's see what the time is. Okay. That's not too bad. I'm actually happy with that performance. It's not often I am, but that course was more hilly than I thought. And thankfully, because of course, I mean, I don't have a good brain. I kinda do, but don't judge my sprint on that, whatever you might call it. Have in mind that I had done a hard climb in a race before, and then spent energy trying to chase another group. So have that in mind. Well, I mean, that guy totally had me. He was just staying behind me. And I think I rode that race tactically almost perfect, actually. I don't see anything I could have done differently. I don't. I never, almost never had a lead, so I didn't waste any watts. I was never close of getting dropped. Close to getting dropped. And yeah, it's I did, with the little power I had left in my legs, I did what I could in the sprint. And at least I beat one of those guys. And I also think I learned something from this. I mean, these are the kind of races you learn the most from. I don't really need to learn how to break away from the group or how to close an attack, because in the races I'm aiming for, the qualification for the national championship, I'm not going to be breaking away, and I'm definitely not going to follow any breakaways. I'm going to just stay in the pack and try to go early to use my 1 minute power. So I don't really need any tactics, any racing skills, except for those in the sprint. That's what I need. I mean, if I cannot keep up with the main group, then I'm just not good enough. But that has nothing to do with tactics. What I really would need right now is to raise my 20-minute power and my 5-minute power. My 20-minute power I have not spent any time on at all. No training at all. My coach has not prescribed any training at all. Just VO2 max, 90-second intervals, and races. And in the beginning, some sprinting. Okay, I'm gonna leave you guys now. You might feel bad. You might think I'm a bad person who left that first race. But keep in mind, first of all, I do these races to learn, to get valuable experience. Second of all, I don't know what you need to be part of the elite division of the Swedish championship, but I need to perform. Probably need to have a pretty good racing score. So and since everyone else probably quits, not everyone else, but the majority of the people, if they can't keep with the main group, and if they are totally spent in a 45-kilometer race with 2 hills left, are they gonna nag it out, or are they gonna quit? People are gonna quit. So I don't want my racing score to be more honest than everybody else's racing score. I just play by the rules. like how I think everyone else is playing. And keep in mind though also that I had done tiny races yesterday and a 2-hour session after that. That was supposed to be a threshold session, but I just couldn't do it. I was so tired. So keep that in mind and think about if you would have, after spending all you could chasing down a couple of guys, if you would have gone on a 45-kilometer race when you're certain that the main pack is gonna catch you. I don't think you would. I'll leave it at that. Bye. Hello people. Another day, another race. I'm not feeling too fresh today, to be honest. Yesterday I had the tiny races. They went quite well, I would say. In the first one we had the anvil power up, which makes you heavier, quite a lot heavier. First there was a short flat section, 400 meters, then there was an uphill, and then there was a downhill, and the finish was in that downhill. And accidentally my power up activated during the uphill and also during the steepest section. So I lost speed there, and then I didn't have it in the downhill, which was the biggest minus, I would say. I still finished 17th, which is my best placing so far, but the thing is I was only 0.8 seconds after the winner. And if I would have had that anvil on the downhill, things would have looked differently. I asked ChatGPT, maybe not the most reliable source, but how much of a time difference would that make? And I got the answer from 1.5 seconds to 2 seconds. So that means I would have won that race. That would truly have been something. I'm not sure that I would have. Maybe I would have gone to the front and then lost speed due to the air resistance or something, but I would definitely have finished top 10. Definitely. Then I finished 24th, 25th and 34th, I think. Quite okay. Now today, this is going to be a very, very tough race for me. It doesn't suit me at all. But I chose to do it anyway to see where I stand on the climbs. There's 3 quite big climbs on this one. And the first one is right at the beginning, after just a few hundred meters. It's about, I don't know how long, but maybe 3 minutes. And there's some really good racers in this. Over 930, over 950. So I might actually get dropped. I'm gonna do everything I can not to get dropped. This is a mixed race, so we will have all the lower categories as well entering the fracts. Why would you go this early? I don't understand. It's gonna be a hill anyway. Shit, no draft. Thanks, man. I'm not gonna catch them. That's this race. I could have gone harder. I should have. But this is incredible unluck for me. If I would just have one guy with me at the same skill level as me. And now the group behind me is gaining on me. That's incredible fucking unluck! Bye bye. Hello, and when I look at this race data after this race, it's several hours after the race now, and when I look at it both in the Swift companion app and on swiftpower.com, the two top guys who were at least on top in that early climb, they are not in the results, so I don't know what happened there. That Yari guy, who outperformed himself with a performance of a lifetime, he's not in there, and the Yevgeny or something, I don't know how you pronounced it, he's not there either. He's not even on Swift Power, so I leave it at that.